Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Hope you're all doing very well and Happy New Year to you all. Norwich City face Barnsley on the 2nd of January. 22 games into the Championship season, 44 points. It's been a roller coaster of a season so far and I don't expect anything different with the Championship. In this video, I'm going to be previewing the game and going through all the details as Norwich City face Barnsley. Before that though, I'm delighted to say that I'm releasing my first ever Norwich City Central merchandise. Really excited and really enjoyed making this for you guys. I'm going to overlay some of the products on the screen now. I'm releasing 4 products, 1 poster and 3 mugs, starting with the poster first. An A3 poster on a quality print, as well as that as well. All the products will be with free UK delivery postage, and then from the poster to the mugs, releasing 3 mugs, 10-ounce ceramic mugs, which have been really fun. It's been really enjoyable to kind of have this creative process. In terms of the mugs, we've got the 3rd kit mug. Of course, we're not going to be including the 2nd kit mug. We don't talk about this petrol blue, definitely not. The 2nd mug, of course, in the green and yellow. And personally, my favourite mug to create. We've all been really enjoying Teemu Pukki and just how brilliant he's been. We've got the Pukki party, and wait for it, the best bit, the man himself, Teemu Pukki. So they're the 4 products. We have the poster and the 3 mugs. It's been really enjoyable creating these over several weeks, and I hope you guys enjoy the products and like the products. I will be leaving a link to the shop down below in the description, so if you do want to check any of the products out for yourself, that's where the link will be. But finally, on the point before we preview the game, I want to thank you guys so much for the support. I've been doing this for a few years now, and to release my first ever merch has been a really enjoyable and exciting process. You guys have supported me so much. I'm the 2nd biggest Norwich City fan channel, which has been absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for your support, and hopefully in 2021 fans will return to Carrow Road. Norwich City are going to be back in the big time, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable experience for all us Canaries. So now let's turn our attention to the game. As I said earlier in the video, 22 games, 44 points. They're on that magic number, 2 points per game. It's going to be a tough one this though against Barnsley. Barnsley are one of the informed teams in the division. And have come out of nowhere really, and now suddenly in the playoff picture, and that's what I've been fascinated with the Championship season. There's so many clubs, so many teams who have kind of come out of nowhere, clubs who have drifted away, such as Bristol City and Reading. So it's going to be really fascinating to see what happens. But Barnsley, 5 wins out of their last 6 games. They look really good. However, they're in a bit of a crisis, and it's not because of injuries, it's because of COVID, that word which has been on our minds for kind of the whole year. Barnsley have got several cases of players who have got COVID, and it kind of potentially even puts the game at risk. I think there's 3 or 4 players who have potentially got it. I expect the game to go ahead, but that's really interesting to see that's occurred, and it always brings the topic of discussion whether there should be a circuit break in football for a few weeks, just to see if the cases come down. But that's a topic for an entirely new video. I expect the game to go ahead. Norwich, of course, coming off the back of a 1-1 draw against QPR, and there's definitely no room to panic in terms of Norwich at the moment. We're playing some good football. Just a couple of mistakes in the last games have kind of been costing us. And against QPR, we had so many chances in that second half. We eventually get the goal through a penalty. Teemu Pukki, of course, to make it 1-0. And then we kind of let the lead slip, don't we? And QPR get a penalty of their own. Some poor defending from Zimmerman, and QPR dispatched the penalty. And then had a great chance to win it. The miss of the season, how they don't go on and win that game is beyond me. The most notable point from that game, though, is kind of Michael McGovern getting injured. And, when it rains, it pours with Norwich City in terms of injuries. Daniel Farke has revealed Michael McGovern is out for up to 12 to 16 weeks. So that's essentially the whole season now, which is a real shame because McGovern did a pretty decent job in goal. You can't really lie with that. Fortunately, though, Tim Krul will be back for the FA Cup game, so Norwich City are going to only be without him for 1 more league game now. But that means Dan Barden's going to have to go in goal for this game, and good luck to him. I wish him all the best in this game. In terms of the predicted XI, I will leave it on screen now. Of course, Dan Barden in goal. Didn't really make any mistakes against QPR. Of course, he's a youngster. Of course, maybe he's not going to have that vocal that vocal leadership as lots of keepers do, as Tim Krul does brilliantly. But He's a good shot stopper. He's made some good saves, and I'm sure he's going to do well. Max Aaron's at right back. The speculations is going to be long now. Now that January is here, the new year is here. Of course, that means that transfer news, transfer rumours always comes up, and Max Aaron's has been linked to Manchester United for a couple of reliable sources as well, who have said that Man United are interested in him, although no formal bid has happened yet. So it's going to be another interesting one with whether we can keep players. Max Aaron's would, of course, be a great asset to Man United. He's the best right back in the division. And Max Aaron's, I'm sure, is going to go on to do excellent things in his footballing career. No doubt about that. But if Norwich City can keep him, that would be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, and he'll be really pivotal. I think he did well in the Premier League. But it definitely won't hurt him just staying with Norwich City a little longer. In terms of the centre-backs, I put Ben Gibson back in there. Christoph Zimmermann was poor against Watford and obviously gave away the penalty against QPR as well. For me, Ben Gibson's done better than Christoph Zimmermann. Ben Gibson's come in and he's been excellent. He's really improved the defence. I mean, we've got rid of one Ben in Ben Godfrey, who's gone to Everton, and he's done very well there. But Ben Gibson's come in and we actually look better defensively. And Gibson and Hanley have been a really good duo, so I would put them back together. And left back, Javi Quintilla, I think it's time for him to return now to the team. He's been out for a couple of months. He's been back on the bench though for a couple of games now, and I think this is a great opportunity for him to come in. Sorensen's done very well there, but there's so many times in a game where, and Jamal Lewis did this as well, to be fair to him, where you'd get forward on the left flank and then you'd stop, and because Sorensen's not left-footed, he'll come inside, and it kind of loses that attack. Whereas if you put Quintilla in there, similar to Max Aaron's, he's going to run at defenders. He's going to put crosses in. He's naturally left-footed, so I'm really excited to see what we do there. And for me, I'd bring Sorensen into the middle. I think he's done so well in a makeshift position. He deserves an opportunity into the team, and against Barnsley, who are in very good form, it could help just to have another defensive player in there, someone who's bigger, someone who's defensively minded to help. And alongside him, Oliver Skipp as well, who's done very well. I think only him and Max Aaron's have played every minute, which is a credit to his athleticism and just a great player he is. In terms of on the left, Todd Cantwell, he was denied his second goal of the season against QPR after being judged to be offside, which was a terrible call by the officials. But you know my opinion on VAR. Those official decisions and those bad official decisions you're going to get every now and again still outweighs what VAR brings to the game and how it ruins kind of fan experience. That's just my opinion though. Through the middle, Emi Buendia, he's been absolutely electric for Norwich. And he can play in the middle, he can play on the right as well. So, he'll probably switch a lot in terms of playing in the middle and playing on the right. But yeah, Buendia, 6 goals, 6 assists. We know the quality he has. And probably in that number 10 role then. I think it would be good to have Mario Rancic back in the team. Didn't have his best game against QPR, but we all know the quality he possesses, and he can just play those balls forward at incredible speed and incredible pace. And he's someone who's been excellent for Norwich and really needs to be utilised by Daniel Farke. And at the 60-minute point, then you probably bring on the likes of Kieran Dow. And up front, Team Rookie, 4th top scorer in the Championship, 11 goals. He's really starting to find his feet now. He's been very cool from the penalty spot as well. And I'm looking forward to hopefully some more Pookie parties. So that's the team I play. It's going to be a tough game against Barnsley. In terms of a score prediction, I'm going to actually say it's a 1-1 draw. I think Barnsley are in really good form, and Norwich City are obviously 2 games without a win, which is fine. But I feel like Barnsley are in good form, so it's going to be a tough game. But I think it's going to be an entertaining one as well. So there we go. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. And thank you so much for your support. If you do want to check out the products, my shop will be in the description. Thank you so much, and let's hope for another Norwich City victory. Have a good new year. I'll see you later.